Today, I'm starting the first stage of building my Overland vehicle / home. And this stage is measuring and designing the project. I know you guys are excited to see parts of the construction of the project and the final project itself, but we have to crawl before we can walk. And so the first stage is really to measure and design the project in my mind and put it in a piece of paper. Because I don't have any experience building stuff, and in fact even designing stuff, I'm gonna design the project, but I'm gonna have someone else build it. Because I don't have any experience with cutting wood, I don't have the space to do it, or the tools, so it would be a much larger investment for me to buy all the tools and rent out a space for me to build the project. So I think it's just gonna be easier if I design the project and then hire someone else to build it. But before all of that, we have to start from the beginning, and the first thing we have to do is measure the space that I'm gonna have in the car, so I can design the project around that free space that I already have. So let's go downstairs to the garage and start measuring something. So the first thing I want to measure is the trunk. I'm gonna measure it with the back seat setup first, and then I'm gonna remove it to see how much space I have in each configuration. Two things we have to take into consideration when measuring the trunk is to subtract the space taken by these wheel boxes here, and also these space here where I have tools like triangle, lift, and tools to remove the wheels, because if what I build cover this, I won't be able to remove the tools I need in case of an emergency. Now the next thing I want to measure is the size of the door, so I can have a better notion of the things I can pass through the door. And the last thing I want to measure is the height of the trunk and how much room I've got before things start to get in the same direction as the windshield, so I can know what I can fit before blocking my view from the mirrors or the rear seats. Okay, so now that we have all the measures that we need from the car, there's only one thing left for us to measure, which is Oreo's crate. I'm gonna be building my project around the space that I have left after putting in his crate. So let's jump back to my room and measure the crate. So I just measured Oreo's crate, and now that I have all the dimensions of the car and the crate, I can start designing the project. So this is the rear view of the project. Basically, there is a large piece of wood that will go on top and will be the base for the mattress and the bed. And here we have pull-out space for the fridge, a drawer to store things, and the kitchen. I also decided to make two separate blocks, so I have the option of removing the block that will go on top of the back seat whenever I'm not traveling, and then I have the option of using the car normally in the city. So when we pull the kitchen area out, we'll have 2 compartment boxes, one to store kitchen appliances and the other one to store food. And then in the middle, there's gonna be a space for the sink and the stove. Oreo's crate will be located between the driver's seat and the furniture where the fridge is. I decided to put this way because it's close to the door, so I can easily put him in or get him out. And also it doesn't stay loose on top of the furniture, which could be a problem during a car accident. Since it's going to be lower than the furniture, it won't block my view to the back. I also planned a few more storage areas so I can store stuff like clothes and camera gear. And here, between the back seat and the passenger seat, there's going to be an area where I'm going to build the energy setup. So batteries and cables. So that's pretty much my project. Whenever we build something like that, we have to try to use all the available space so we don't lose any space, because we have a very limited space and a lot of things to carry. So it really is a challenge. Let me know in the comments down below if you enjoyed this project, if there's something you would do differently. I would love to know your suggestions. I think that one of the greatest things of the Overland community is the exchange of ideas. So feel free to comment something, ask for suggestions, or give your own suggestions to the project. And in the meantime, leave a thumbs up if you enjoyed this video. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Follow me on Instagram and TikTok and Lucca on the go for daily updates about the project. And I'll see you in the next video.